You're listening to Your Moment of Hope. Here's your host, Billy Peterson.
It's a comfort to know that wherever you are, whatever situation, whatever season, God's there with you. Maybe you don't feel Him right now, but He's there. If you and I will ask, seek, knock, we will find Him. Let's jump into today's episode. Expectations can impact your vision, and maybe that's why in Jeremiah 29:13 of the Bible, God tells you and I what we can expect when we go looking for Him. He says, "You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart." And interestingly, when God spoke these words to His people, they weren't gathered in church or lingering in a prayer meeting. They were living in exile. And when they were far from home and achingly alone, God invited them to pursue His presence in that place where they least expected Him to be. And thousands of years later, God issues the same invitation to you and I. So let's be God hunters today, looking for Him, my friend. Let's look for His beauty in our mess and for His hope in our hurting. Let's seek His kindness in our missteps and His goodness in the grind. Let's search for His love when and where we least expect it, and for His grace where we least deserve it. I'm so thankful that you have found your way to the Your Moment of Hope podcast. If this content is adding value to your life and that's the goal, would you give it a rating or a review? That would mean so much to me. Next time on the podcast, I'm going to share something that God has been sharing with me as I've gone through a valley in my life recently. God has been faithful to be there with me and to remind me of certain truths that I want to pass on to you that are true for your life too. That's next time on the podcast. For now, keep walking forward in faith, my friend.
Thanks for joining the Your Moment of Hope podcast. If you'd like to keep the hope coming, download the Q997 app from your app store today.